Hey everybody, this is Johnny, your Dungeon Master, as we follow along with the Split Lute Trading Company. You are listening to Episode 2. This is the first where we actually get to see the party in action. We start off the adventure with them in the Yawning Portal Tavern. Hope you enjoy.
Sorry, just say guys.
Broadcast voices, everybody.
Heyo!
Get off.
Hello everyone, it's Harry Carey here.
Hello.
God.
This is Howard.
Too much, dude.
Alright, so let's set the scene. You sit around a sturdy
Remember how
wooden
Kosa lost
table.
his job? And
Don't do that.
You sit around a sturdy wooden table lit by a brightly burning candle and littered with plates cleared of food and half-drained tankards. The sounds of gamblers yelling and drunken adventurers singing bawdy songs nearly drown out the off-key strumming of a young bard 3 tables over. Then all the voices are eclipsed by a shout. You pig! Like kill me mates, do you? A 7-foot-tall half-orc is hit by a wild swinging punch from a male human whose shaved head is covered in eye-shaped tattoos. 4 other humans stand behind him ready to jump into the fray. The half-orc cracks her knuckles, roars, leaps at the tattooed figure. But before you can see if blood is drawn, a crowd of spectators clusters around the brawl. What do you do?
take bets. Who's got action on this? I'll put some gold on the half-orc if anybody's in.
I'll take that bet.
Betting against your own kind?
Money's all the same color.
I don't know how I feel about that comment. Alright. I'm gonna, hide somewhere, I think. Because if someone hits me on their wind-up, I might die.
Someone cocks back, accidentally nicks you, and you just die.
I love when the peasants fight.
I'm going to start assessing the threat level of all the individuals.
So you look out, and it appears like probably 5 ruffian individuals attacking this one half-orc.
I love when the peasants fight. They give us nobles something to look at.
Did any of them look too tough for me? What would threat level be?
They all look reasonably well armed, but not too well off that.
How tough does the half-orc look?
She looks much tougher.
How jacked is she?
She's pretty shredded.
Fucking
Like Serena Williams, she's
I will put
scary buff.
I will put 50 gold on the half-orc.
I wanted to put money on the half-orc. There's nobody taking the other side of that bet.
We're all gonna make money here.
I was on a flight with Serena Williams once, and I identified her by her deltoids. You just knew right away. Oh, that's a professional athlete.
So you watch as this half-orc, no weapons are drawn at all in this fray. You watch as she pulls back, cold cocks one of the guys, and drops him to the ground in one hit.
Threat level high on the half-orc woman.
Guys, while I will say this is entertaining as hell, we might want to try and break this up before the fight spills over to our table.
I concur.
I will start to move over, and I'll say, you guys can handle this.
Start to move over, and you tell
I tell
the
our,
4
our
individuals?
our team that they can... No, these people.
Oh, these people.
Yeah.
What you mean, these people?
What you mean, these people?
These white
I will
men.
remain at this table to ensure that none of the ruffians are able to reach you in safety.
You watch as 2 of these ruffians are able to land hits on her. They don't drop her. They do look like they hurt. They connect really, really solid. She's still standing at this point.
I'm going to run over and tackle one of the ruffians.
Tackle one of them. Okay.
I'm going to
Give me a strength check.
All right?
do something
Wow.
after he does something.
I was about to hand them this handy copy of the Code Legal and remind them of the consequences of their actions.
Strong.
That might be medical.
Strong 5. Let's see. Oh, an even stronger natural 1. As he reels back. You catch him just right. You know, it's definitely not a clean, like, football spear, but, you know, you get an arm on his leg.
I'm just gonna whisper, shh, shh, no fighting.
Shh, let it happen.
No fighting.
Let it happen.
No fighting.
I would like to get up in the middle of this. Sure, let's pretend I can go that far. Can I try and like grab her hand, grab her arm? Not in the threatening way.
The half-orc?
Yeah.
Reach out and touch
Be like,
her?
hey. And then I'm gonna cast Fog Cloud right at my feet.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
So that's just 20-foot radius from where we're standing.
Just
Yeah.
fog cloud.
And I want to try and like lead her over to the corner and like, hey, chill out.
I'm assuming
Let's do-
I don't have a miniature.
No.
Do I have the one grapple?
Yes, you do.
Are we both prone?
Yeah.
Okay, we're both.
Oh, nobody got that.
You get to the edge of this fog cloud around the corner here, and you kind of look back, and you make your way just around the corner, and the three individuals that are still up just look bewildered.
Best since is Oktoberfest.
Can I take my jug to the bar and fill it up, and bring it to the group and offer a drink while they're in their fog?
Just like straight up reach your hand over and fill it up in front of the
I
barkeep?
throw some. coins.
Okay, you toss some coins down and fill
$5
up. So they do have like an all sorts jug at the end.
So
with
I have a
just
jug. I
pail.
have a jug of my own that I wanted to fill up
she
anyways for the
started
road
it.
later.
Okay,
Or-
yeah.
So I'm gonna fill my jug up with some
They don't
IPA.
Yeah, it's a silver piece to fill up a jug from the all sorts keg.
Alright, do you want the good stuff?
Can I ask her what her fucking beef is with
Do you
these
want the good
guys?
stuff?
I'm.
Yo,
she's
what
just
dude?
kind of like enamored.
All
Just
sorts
a
of
huge
like
fucking jacked half
A
orc.
bunch of different kind of stuff. It's not as good quality.
At this point, you see the barman from behind the counter pull out this huge mace, just cracks it down on the table. From the look of where it's at on the bar, it looks like he's done this a time or two, and he just screams, "Out! Now!" You watch as these three guys that are standing kind of look over at him, and they grab their friend
When he says
been-
it, I let him go.
that's been cold cocked, and they just slowly start to drag
I'm still holding her hand.
each other out. Yes. They've not yet made their way out of the bar, but they are heading towards the
Look
door.
over at the
You were
guy.
still holding her, and you wanted to ask her something.
Yeah. I just want to know like what's going on here.
You have my thanks, good
this
sir.
week.
My name's Yagra.
I'm a lady.
Oh, you have my thanks, good lady.
I'm wearing a bunch of like robes. So
I can't. I didn't
whatever,
want
man.
to. I didn't want
The lizard glasses kind of
Yeah.
throw you off, but
to. I just assumed your gender. I'm sorry.
it's cool.
You have my thanks, good heap of rags and clothing. My name is Yagra Stonefist, and what you just saw were members of the Xanatar Guild. They've been harrying me for quite some time due to my. And right as she's starting to finish the sentence, you hear this.
So hold on, just to be clear, as they are leaving, I'm gonna follow them stealthily.
You want to what?
I want to follow them stealthily for a little bit,
Okay.
just to see where they go. But
Okay.
I assume what you're about to say is going to change that.
As you're having this conversation, you see this monstrous hulking arm start to climb over the pit of the yawning portal. Knowing a little bit about the yawning portal, you know that it is a straight shaft down into this massive labyrinthian dungeon. Adventurers pay good coin to be lowered down into the dungeon to go treasure hunting. Few return, and occasionally these beasts and monsters will make their way back up. I need everyone to go ahead and roll for initiative.
See?
Yes.
Oh, really? Okay.
Sit.
You should have
This
told
is scrap
Kevin
one
Love.
line around like
Sit.
gotta make Johnny's in the
What's your name again?
state
Lola,
dice box.
I like them because they're big, so I can
Lola, and then Lia at the
dump
end,
all my
which I just realized.
What
is
you
not
got?
funny.
Yeah, try
20.
my phone, dump all my
Ooh.
and it's like all over the space.
Why do you have something? Yeah, I'm still.
This was available.
Baron
Baron?
has 15.
But you only need one of each, right? Or not, it's
Yeah, but it's useful having 12.
What's your name?
What's like?
Yeah, what's your character's name?
Sir
That's
Ocelot.
right.
Sir Ocelot?
Ocelot the cat! 23. Name?
It is Uranus.
Your hands.
2.
Naish.
Nice.
Leash going last.
We're gonna kind of feel this out, see how we all
We're done.
react. 15.
We're done.
They'll be like, all right, I'm gonna
Go
go
sleep for the
The
kill.
barbarian bides his time.
What was your
Wait, go.
character name again?
Blackthorn
Blackthorn.
with a sweet E at the end.
Thornay.
Alright.
Easy.
Indeed. Indeed.
Blackthorn 1.0.
Well, it's like data instead of data. Blackthorn instead of Blackthorn.
Procedure.
Right.
You watch as this massive, hulking green beast just starts clawing its way out of the portal. You watch the bar just scatters at this point. There's one guard posted at the table, and you see the barman back behind there pull out his mace.
Threat level high.
Uranus, you're up first. What would you like to do?
Are
Probably roll for the
Deadly.
bad dude.
Are the other people that were just fighting still in the bar?
They're not. They have slipped out the door.
So I did not see them slip out the door.
You watched them open the door and walk out. Like, right as this creature was crawling out, they opened the door and leave.
I guess my question is, how long have they been outside? Could I open the door? And
The door's still open. You see them just outside the door at this point. They would be, like, right
Just piling
there.
out. In transit.
I'm gonna run outside after them, and I'll say, "Stop, you cowards! We need you."
Make a persuasion check.
All right. That is a 21.
21.
Okay.
Are you okay with that?
Ah, I forgot you're Superman.
Yeah. You rolled through it well.
It's totally part of my character.
I chose to make my
Okay.
charisma high. 'Cause I
We'll see if that has any effect on them later on.
and I don't have anything else. So I guess we'll say.
So that would take like an interaction. I mean, if you got like there, you could probably turn around and make an attack with a bow.
I'm gonna basically take all my movement to get there. If that's okay.
Or you could attack, then move, and then yelling at them wouldn't necessarily be an action.
Okay. So
Just
what I'm
like an
saying is,
interaction.
I would run, yell, and then I'm gonna turn around and pop a bow shot at him.
Okay.
So that is a 25 to hit.
Oh, just barely.
Oh really? Oh damn. That's nice.
Yeah, we're throwing a CR-15 at you right off the bat. Have fun, little ones.
You were supposed to run.
Yeah, I didn't prepare any content after this, so I have to kill all of
We're
you
gonna
right
have a
here.
session together.
11 points of
So
damage.
as I run and I yell, I turn back, I draw my bow, and I release an arrow. 11 points of damage.
Nice.
Damn. Well done. So you watch this creature climbing out, really not prepared for anything like this, expected to take everyone else by surprise. Takes an arrow and it hits right in the back of the neck. Looks around and is just snarling at everyone. That the end of your turn?
That will be the end of my turn.
Baron.
So Baron calmly reaches into his pocket, holds out 3 stones, and chucks one. Crit.
Oh, shit.
That rock. It's for 12 damage.
This crit. So all of you, you've been around each other for a while now, and you've seen Baron palming these stones before. Never really seen one in action. And the first one, right as this arrow hits in the back of this beast's neck, you watch it kind of turns around, and Baron just like flicks this rock, almost like having a coin in your hands and just buzz it through the air, right through the eye socket of this creature. It's bleeding pretty heavily.
Magic stone.
For how much?
12.
12.
Magic stone, I think, is one of the coolest.
Yes.
Ever.
Black
Throw
throw.
rocks at you.
Did you just skip me?
Johnny,
That deserves a...
Read before me.
I think you skipped him.
Oh, the Lele.
Cool.
Sorry.
Firebolt.
This is my first time.
13 hit.
13 does not hit.
Cool. I get behind Yagra.
You got it. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Now we go to Blackthorn.
I forgot to prepare that missile. I didn't expect to be fighting.
It's okay.
Alright, well.
So, by the way, imbuing the stones was.
What would we
bonus
say
action.
going up the stairs?
So I have 2 left.
2 left.
Just going upstairs, how many feet is that?
Yeah, just regular, whatever the square is. So, like, each set is 5 feet.
Okay. So. Hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, 25 feet. I'm on top of the stairs. It's a
Okay.
little small for him. I'm gonna run up there and I'm gonna give him a two-handed attack with my great sword.
Okay.
Chop down on him. 13. Looks like that is not.
13
going
is
good.
not gonna do it.
And then bonus action. That's it. I'm right there.
Right there? You want to stay there, or do you want to move back now?
Can I do an assessment on him? I want to kind of scan him. Can I do that as like a?
Yeah, sure. I'd let you
Like
do
my
that with a
bonus?
bonus action to try and kind of discern
should I
what this
do?
creature is.
Would that be-
Just roll me an intelligence check.
Okay.
I'm working off my laptop today. Feel so dirty.
An 8? This is a big green monstrosity. Difficult to tell exactly what it is. You see it's got these pustules all over its flesh. Really, really unkept. You know it's not... Definitely know it's not a hag, but it's something
Is it looking pretty beat
close
up?
to that. It's taking a couple shots.
Okay. Still got plenty of fight in it though.
Yeah.
So I'll just call that out.
You wanna
Threat
stay
level's
there?
Still high. Yeah, I
Okay.
can't. If I move out, he's just gonna whack me.
Okay. Sir Ocelot.
Alright, Sir Ocelot's gonna do a sneak attack with 2d20. And I'll get my d6s ready.
Yeah. Troll.
Let's see, I have a grappling hook. I'm gonna go ahead and chuck it at the hag thing. Try to restrain it somewhat.
Okay. So it's not a weapon, but it's...
Hoping maybe I can hook into its flesh.
Okay,
somehow or
okay.
something. Alright.
I'll let you say, or I'll say you can throw that. It'd probably be a dex check against its strength check to see if you can restrain it.
Alright, let's do it.
Natural 20.
8. Whoa!
Just misses it. So you fling it into this thing, and it just kind of bats it out of the air as it comes close to you,
Okay.
making that noise.
I'm gonna back up a little bit.
Just to be on the safe side. You got it. At the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. At the beginning of its turn, you see as some of these wounds start to close up on it.
It's a big old pickle.
Its form starts to knit itself back together, and you realize that you've tangled with an incredibly powerful troll.
Where's the metagaming pigeon?
I told you, threat level high.
I cast Find Familiar.
Deadly
and get a
encounter.
pigeon.
You do see, however, one of the arms on this troll is missing. And it looks like there's this burned off stump where one arm was. It's finding it a little bit difficult to move at the moment. It's going to try and take a couple shots there at Blackthorn.
Armor class is 18.
Okay, the first one's 21. And since it's hanging kind of on the edge, we'll say that for this one it only gets one swipe.
Down goes Frazier.
9.
I'm down.
He's down. What's your total?
7.
7. Okay, so you're not dead.
Gunners already down.
I would hate to have
see
to
that
roll
you-
your character after doing all this.
You do tumble down the stairs just a little bit to get out of its reach.
Lucky me.
We'll see if it saw you do that. And that's going to... Let's see.
But I do have second wind.
You do?
Yeah, that's first level fighter ability.
Okay, so you pop
So it
back
gives
up.
me a D10 plus my Constitution modifier. If I'm going to be killed.
Oh, if you're going to be
if I'm
killed.
going to be down.
Yeah.
Let me check it again.
Yeah, I think you can just do healing. I don't know if you can do it when you're down.
Sorry, kids, I didn't take any healing spells. I'm selfish.
Looks
We don't need healers.
Don't worry, guys.
Use that magic rock spell on some good
Second
berries.
one.
Guys, I get a
almost should
healer.
be very good, but it would just
Oh,
be like
no,
a very
I can
It
regain
only helps. Okay.
If Gunner's within 35 feet, I can healer's kit him.
So it's going to come out. And it's going to position itself right in front of Yager.
Yager, please.
Right there. And it's going to end its turn. Up next, we have the Barkeep.
Barkeep better be badass as
Whose
fuck.
page I left off.
Shotgun is
Not in here.
hits the silent alarm.
I think his attention.
What kind of attack did he use?
Just a plus filled arm.
Like a bludgeon.
Just kind of whack.
A fistulate.
Fistula is a hole.
Well, that's where our arm used to be.
You watch as this barman just leaps over the bar and with almost unnatural speed makes it all the way around.
Threat level high. As
He
runs
pulls
past.
out
What's
this massive, gleaming, magical sword and takes 4 weapon attacks against it.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Does anybody else roll hard? Just me? Okay.
First one's a hit. Second's a hit.
Fistulate.
Third's a
You
hit.
established that like a couple days
They
ago
all
on
hit.
Facebook.
It'll probably be recorded, right? But it's pretty gross.
The normal connection between words.
And
Yeah.
it causes like
17.
The one I'm thinking of is a
Crap.
anal fistula.
26.
yeah, that's
Anal fistula.
Anal
the rosebud.
fistula.
Are we recording yet? Anal fistula.
Try it from this side of the room. Make sure it picks it up. Okay.
Rosebud.
Rosebud. 45 points of slashing damage.
that beats
Holy
my
shit.
12 rock.
I feel like less of a man. I feel like less of a man right now.
I'm real sad because I almost rolled a 20 2 different types, and there's something cool that happens on a 20, but nope. So you watch as he just goes ham on this creature, just carving off bits of flesh and meat. I say 45.
Yep.
Rewind the tape.
Yeah. This creature's looking pretty rough right now. It's still standing though. Naish. Show me what you got.
I'm gonna take a big fat chug out of the beer that I bought.
The all sorts.
Also,
Roll a
the
constitution
suicide beer.
check. No, don't do that. See how lightweight you are. One swig drops you. You
You're out of the
die.
fight.
And you're drunk.
You're laying next to Blackthorn.
You're allergic to barley, and your throat's closing up.
You're gluten intolerant.
Oh,
Don't
no.
joke about that.
You're supposed to drink the sorghum beer.
So I got up to Blackthorn, and then I can do an action. I throw a javelin at him.
At Blackthorn on the ground? Just end it right here.
Reboot.
You're too weak!
It's a really thin javelin, and he's hitting the reset button.
You...
Yeah. You can throw a javelin at the troll.
I feel like I'm close enough to hit him with my javelin.
Yeah. Probably so, yeah.
Especially on a running throw if you made it look real cool.
Oh yeah, for sure. Sliding underneath.
So
Pull it out way on the other side, and then you're like,
Sliding into Blackthorn.
I'm super
Popping
aggressive.
up.
I just chug my beer. I do a big burp and run as fast as I can.
You know, this is
Javelin
when
in hand
natural
and-
ones happen, right? After you do this cool description.
You trip, and somehow javelin hits you in the back.
Right.
Plus, no.
You
no,
do
it's
hit.
a dex, right? We decided.
or Dex, yeah.
Plus 0.
You do hit.
And now I roll my...
You should
This
be
guy?
proficient with that weapon type, though.
No.
So you have... He's a barbarian?
Right, yeah.
Oh, okay, so never mind. I thought he was a fighter. So,
8.
Nice.
You can grab one of these.
8 points of
I
damage.
think I might, mostly because I'm touching.
Nice, man. Max that deal out.
Yeah. Actually, if you want to grab me one.
So
And I
you
got
watch as
one
the
there.
javelin just arcs out, sticking out of this troll's flesh. It's still up. It looks really hurt, though. Aranus.
What is the reaction? Do we get a reaction from the people running out of the bar?
Very concerned about
So my
people.
20
Yeah,
million.
persuasion.
Yes, you do get a
Is that a
reaction.
sour?
Andrew.
All right.
Hard liquor guy, thank you.
So I'll yell at the fighting group outside to come back in and help us finish off this
Naked lady
beast.
in here.
Get you right here.
I like it.
Tart.
I like cranberry juice, though, so it works out.
35. I will run my full movement speed towards my fallen friend. Maybe not towards him because I want to be able to see. We'll call it 25. I will take a shot at Zitra.
Is this hole level with
That's-
the ground, or is it?
It's actually level with the ground.
Okay.
14 to hit.
14's just misses.
All right. Well,
So
with
15's
that,
the AC, guys.
What's an AC?
I will finish my run up and I will
Should I start my
call
call?
it a turn.
Cryo.
What noise do you make when we put
Wikipedia
you back up?
says.
Low lately.
Alcohol content.
Wait, who'd you skip?
No, you'll just press the stuff on the back of my scalp.
Oh, you accidentally went first last
Yeah.
time because you skipped.
I
over.
skipped him the first time.
Yep, I'm small, subtle. Wow.
I'm like,
Um,
this turn order is weird.
It
changes
That's
every
the
time.
other twist
Well,
of
I
the
tell
game.
you, that's how you
Initiative is a
really-
lie.
I'm just gonna firebolt again because that's really all I got. Because didn't expect to be fighting in the bar today. 18. I'm guessing that hits.
18 is a hit.
Niche. Was that Niche right here?
I think I recreated
Niche.
everything that I
Niche.
already
For
had.
4 fire damage.
Ready to
I'm gonna call you
Or
Niche.
fire damage.
Think short for nation.
Vape Nation.
You watch as fire just splashes over the body of this, and a lot of the wounds that have been opened up start to ooze just a little bit more than they had before.
Oh, they didn't heal.
Also, I am still very behind her.
You move even farther behind her. Okay. Baron.
I am going to run up behind Niche. Then I'm just gonna throw a rock at him.
Head Nation.
No.
Fuck that guy.
Holy shit!
Did you get another crit?
He's got scopes on those rocks, man. Infrared sight.
This is what happens when he crits.
8.
8.
Hello.
Wait.
All your
Thought it was working.
telephone calls are being recorded.
Motion
For
back.
No,
that
it's
being
fine.
said.
Can I hand a rock to Niche as a free action, or is
Yeah,
it
you can do
bonus?
that.
Okay, I'm gonna give you one. It's Pebble. +5 to attack, +5 to damage. You get my modifiers from that rock.
Can I throw it right now?
Not right now. On
Thank
your
you
turn,
for the
you
rock.
can.
It's better than your javelin, though.
How much damage did you do?
8.
8.
What color is it glowing? I just want to get our character.
It's Tiger's Eye.
Oh.
So, like from a certain
Like a
angle,
marble?
it
It's
looks
just
more
like a sable.
It looks more
Yeah.
black or brown, depending on which angle you're looking at it.
It's like a bracelet of some sort.
Crit with an 8. I rolled a 2.
You
and a
watch
1.
as he just zings another one through the air.
Throws it up in the air and
Whaps
hits
his
it.
troll in the head. Yeah, volleyball
Handball.
serves it. All right. Up next, we have Blackthorn.
Alright, I need to make more rocks.
got this.
He
Dun,
pushes
dun,
it
dun,
off the table like a cat.
dun.
Just falls on the troll.
13.
13.
Save.
Save it.
It's a save.
Let's see.
He's got claws too, throwing rocks.
Gunner.
Okay, I got the 1 out of the system.
Heyo.
I rolled a 1.
So 2 20s and a 1 so far?
Yeah. Well, no, I was just getting...
Roll it again, get that other 1 out.
This
so
is
you
going to
can
be the
equalize.
greatest campaign ever.
That was a
Or
3,
the shortest.
so... Alright, I'm gonna leave it there.
He's charged
Never
up.
had,
All right.
never had a system 0 death
So-
before.
1, yeah. Okay.
New things.
Sir Ocelot.
All right. So I have a bag of caltrops.
Yes.
Fuck this guy.
Gonna just run up and see how many I can. See if I can throw them underneath the.
Yep. Take all your D4s and throw them on.
Yeah.
Push the bat button. Peel out.
So how do I roll for that?
Just make a ranged attack, just a dex.
Okay, just dex.
Yep. The die roll plus your
Not
dex.
very good.
Bad again. That's a 7.
You just take all these caltrops and just What
And
you
they
didn't
fall
plan
apart.
on was all of them spreading out all throughout the room. So there's lots of individual caltrops kind of all over the floor.
So now every time we move, do we have to roll a d20?
Yeah.
And if we get a 1,
It's
Ah,
the
fuck.
slowest movement
Equal
ever.
footing now. Now we're all on equal footing.
Equal footing.
it's just like advantage and disadvantage. It all
At the end of
cancels
your turn?
out.
We were beating the
Yeah,
troll.
that's it.
It's all
Okay.
about equality.
So you watch as this
What's the
creature,
WNBA?
not doing too well, does not seem to regenerate this time.
Well, that's a bonus.
It's gonna
Some sort of fire.
attempt to bite and claw Yagra.
Are you metagaming that we should kill
Oh,
him?
it was my death saving throw success. If you get one of those, trolls don't get the heal.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's
I mean,
it.
logically, that's could follow too. So we don't know this yet.
One of them
Fight
does
back
hit.
from the grave.
Never fought a troll before in my life.
So the bite does hit her. She looks to be fairly injured because of
My
that.
queen.
She is still up though.
But it didn't drop her.
Please deck this troll's head off. Just punch
Kill
him square to death.
The
the
barman at this point
Chilling on the floor.
just whips his sword out to the side and starts furiously attacking the troll again. And if he ever hits, okay, there we go. All right,
Ooh, you got the art arcana.
he might not know.
Art and Arcana.
I got this fancy. one.
Did he
You
hit?
have to take a look at it.
Fuck,
He hit with
Yeah.
one of his
You got the
attacks.
tone.
I do want to look at that.
He hit with one of his attacks. I don't think it's enough to finish it, though.
Well, thank
Give me
God.
a
Don't
sign
give an
of what's
NPC
clear.
the first
Yes,
kill.
that's exactly what I want.
That's going to be this camp.
Everyone.
This campaign's going to only be NPCs killing.
Yeah.
We're going to all be
This
sit
is
down.
this is my game. You're just along for the ride.
We're going to be killing something on the 10th level of a dungeon. It'll be at one hit point, and John will be like, and then a wild NPC appears and goes, yeah! I
Joke's
got
on you. This isn't Durnan. It's my DM PC.
it."
Gary
14
Stew.
multi-attacks. It has 14 multi-
Somehow, this troll is still standing, hitting with one of his 4 attacks and rolling a 1 on his damage die.
I'm calling cheats.
Barely.
Gunner, you're back there. You
Barely.
see the dice rolls?
Oh, it didn't. I
Scan.
saw one. I saw one
There's
3.
a 1.
I see one.
There were 2 3s, and then a 5, and then an 11.
Run
All
Fun
right.
Trolls subroutine.
Naish. It's all up to you.
down
You gave me a stone.
What?
Yep.
Do I throw the stone
He's
or
not
do you
down.
throw it?
And you roll a d20,
It's a-
and it's plus 5. And you get plus 5 to the damage as well, and it's a d6 on the
It's
damage.
been blessed by
A
his
lot
natural
of
goodness.
numbers.
Okay, so,
A lot of numbers.
so right,
Roll a
so right
d20.
now,
You're a numbers guy.
17,
So it's 22 to hit.
22. So now I hit, so I have to roll my
D6,
6.
and then add 5 to it.
The normal die.
It's
Yeah.
at 1 hit point. How would you like to
2.
do this?
Nice.
Yeah.
Chuck your pebble at it.
It's,
How
at,
do you hit it?
it's at 1.
How do you want to kill
Oh,
it?
so I had the 2 hit, so
So,
You,
so
I basically just
Be descriptive.
I coin flip it like a little.
you coin flip it up and it dinks it on the top of the head and just
I
splits
turn
it
around
down its
before it
body.
even lands.
Oh, like a cool guy.
Oh,
walking
no,
away.
good, huh?
You're bold.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of those guys.
Hits him with a dab.
So you're going.
Alright,
I'm out
minus
here.
1 DKP.
Buy my shoes.
You watch as this rock just goes straight through the top of the skull on this troll, and as it's laying there on the ground, the barkeep turns to all of you. Free drinks for another fire.
Finger gun.
Just finger gunning it. As you light up this troll with a bit of flame, and it starts to smolder. And you see the wounds actually look like they were starting to close up a little bit. But your fire is just completely extinguished it. Any sort of regeneration effect that it
My
has.
fire has extinguished.
Yeah. You have extinguishing fire.
Quick question.
That's interesting.
That is a magical.
Those guys still there?
Perception check.
Shooter we get.
I say
No.
Use prestidigitation to do like
I'm
20,
going
man.
would anyone like to heal or attempt to revive Blackthorn?
23.
23.
So I want to figure this out, and then I'll...
Yep.
How are you healing for
Long
23?
Long gone?
I use dancing
I
lights
ran
on
in
him
like 13 seconds.
because I don't know what else to do.
Okay.
Just flash lights on him.
So I've never seen a
favorite
Warforged
strategy.
before, right?
Yes.
Do I know? I don't know anything about it.
No.
Okay.
CPR?
I'm going to run over.
You get your Best Buy Geek Squad glasses and put them on.
I'm going to run over. And
Have you tried turning them on and then off and then on again?
I'm going to run over and I'm going to
Kill him.
try to examine him. I have a healer's kit, but I don't know how to use it on him.
Just make a medicine check.
I
See
think
if
that
I
just
can.
stabilizes, doesn't it?
I mean, I am really
Yeah, but
alive, though.
But I want to. I want
Just
to.
like
one.
rubbing
I
like
am.
herbs
Like,
on him, like
that's what
He's a robot. Pretty
I've
much.
got bandages, and I'm like,
So it's like
But
a.
I'm
Where
like,
is he hurt?
yeah,
Where-
we're not omniscient.
where
It's
do
like
I
a
put
artifact
full of
these?
soldering
construct.
iron out. Like, where did that? Huh?
I
That
get
is-
a paperclip out of my
That's
pocket.
I'm alive,
a
though.
6.
I,
Six.
I unfold the
I have
paperclip.
no
Hit him right in the
idea
back of the neck.
Yeah, you
how
have
something
free
like
death
this
save.
would come back.
I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna be like, well, guess he's dead. I don't know how to deal with this.
We will assume that over the course of the next, 20 seconds or so, you're able to stop whatever oil is leaking out of him.
I got a paperclip out of my pocket and I rolled him over and I poked him in the back of the neck.
You just flip his.
My scalp flops back. I'm good. Whoa! What happened? There I was, swinging at him. Did I down him?
Did I get him? Did I get him, Dad? You got him, son.
I'm a warrior too.
That's the sound he makes when he gets back up.
All right, so we are now
Do you give me 7 hit points?
out of combat.
Did I?
Yeah. Do I get 7?
I don't have any heals yet.
Does anybody have any heals?
I mean, I could
I don't
have.
think anyone has healing right now.
No.
That is good.
I don't have spells now.
Okay.
I can hit you with some fire.
I'm going to.
You got any,
give
like-
me a second wind it then.
Like loose wires.
Okay, yeah,
solder
you can do
them
that.
in.
Guess I get to use
I
that
don't
now.
know.
Well,
Cards,
how many short rest it?
spells. I don't like a long rest.
Do we want to
Hang
take a
out?
short?
You said drinks.
So how about this? So your barkeep comes over to all of you. You have me thanks, lads. Let's So Durnan, you watch him as he grabs a half cask off the table and says, "All right, boys, come back here. You've earned it. You get the private room tonight, and my thanks.
The champagne
Stay here as long as you'd like." And he brings you off into the back. You see another individual sitting back there. He's got a half cask as well, only it's just himself.
Wow. Hardcore.
A little on the portly side.
We still in here.
Yes, you are still in here. Kind of in the back room there. Yep. The figure stands up as you enter the room, strokes his mustache, adjusts his floppy hat, tightens his scarf. Volothem Gerard, chronicle, wizard, and celebrity at your
You're
service.
from that book.
Volokemp.
My book! You've heard of me! I trust you've noted the violence in our fair city these past 10 days? I haven't seen so much blood since my last visit to Baldur's Gate. But now, I
good
fear
one.
I've misplaced a friend amid this odious malevolence. My friend's name is Floon Blagmar. He's got more beauty than brains, and I worry he took a bad way home a couple nights ago and was kidnapped, or worse. If you agree to track him down with all due haste, I can offer you 100 gold dragons apiece.
Got it. Let's do it. What's his name?
I can give you... Oh, Yes?
Andrew, no need to bother.
Well,
Floon.
Wait,
Like
100
log?
gold sounds like no deal.
A piece.
Like log flume?
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it sounds like we're
Big enough
going
for you
into
to-
treacherous
I have read a little
territory.
bit of this before.
Well, this is where you make
Yeah,
your name.
that's why I offered 100
I don't know
gold
what
pieces.
happens, but I know
This
some
is how
names.
you make your renown.
Is there any way I can negotiate for a little bit more?
Dude,
How
you're
would you
level
like
one,
to try
100
it?
gold's pretty
By grabbing him
solid.
by his throat and
Do
saying,
not grab
"Give me
him by
some
his-
more."
Not do that.
I'm joking.
As this man with a
I was
giant
joking.
magical sword that just destroyed a troll.
Just like quadrupled our best damage.
I was joking. I offered to buy him a drink as forgiveness before the police come.
I have a free cask of ale here.
We're no unskilled mercenaries. We're
I see that. You've killed a troll.
We're a hardened fighting force. 100
Hardened, you
gold
say.
is but nothing to us. We're hired for
Together,
more to
that's-
go to wars.
That's
600 gold total.
I'm trying to negotiate. I've got my entire party going.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's 100 gold. That's
We
enough.
We did not really kill that troll.
We did not.
I want to pull everybody aside
I do not
and
believe.
just be like,
Guys,
Say he's
I
dead.
would love to negotiate with you all one day so that I can sit there on our side of the table and just be like, no, we want more. No. You've given us far too
we are
much.
probably not.
We will
worth
take
100
80 gold at best.
We're probably not worth 100.
I don't know what it's like to have a lot of money, so 100 gold seems pretty sweet.
Alright, I guess they'll take 100 gold. If you want my services, it'll cost you more.
Is your dad Balasar, by chance?
I'm
seeing a trend. I'm seeing a trend.
Roll a persuasion check.
That is a 23.
Fail. You failed.
I saw just how much Durnan helped you all out there. Unfortunately, Durnan is beyond my level of coin at the moment. See, I'm waiting on my next book to be published. Maybe then we can. I can maybe toss another job your way with a little bit more that time. Would that be agreeable?
That'll work for me.
Okay.
Oh, damn, I thought we were going to replace
Waste all my natural 20s on garbage.
I want to ask him, what do we do?
On 20
I rolled a
gold.
19.
Yeah.
23.
I want to ask
You fail.
what do we do if he's dead? Like, what does he look like? First of all,
He just gasps at that
Doug,
point.
Doug, come here.
I can't even imagine if he's dead.
well,
No, just shut the door.
He's,
think
he's,
Doug needs to
he's
go
the
outside.
co-author on Volo's Guide to Spirits
I'm gonna let him
Inspectors.
outside.
I haven't read that one.
Well, it's not out yet.
Oh, well, there we go.
Dougie, come on. We're gonna go outside because I know.
Well, so Floon, he's a very handsome human male. Early 30s, wavy red blonde hair, dressed in very, very fine clothes. You had to see, we were out doing a little bit of light carousing.
How much money? Well, what's like his
Floon,
annual income?
Floon
like?
does okay for himself.
Okay.
Floon,
We'll definitely help.
he's
him.
got some connections.
We'll definitely find that
I
dude.
can see you.
So
Dead or alive?
unfortunately,
Alive.
we were on maybe the not greatest side of town when all this occurred. We were at the Skewered Dragon Inn, drinking, merrymaking. On our way back, I just noticed he was no longer beside me.
Sounds like that.
I'm a little worried that I got him into trouble though.
It's good when he rolls it.
Skewer Dragon Inn.
Bad when he rolls shit.
How long ago was that?
So it was 2 nights ago.
Eventually, yeah.
We were there. I'm unfortunately suffering from a little bit of writer's block, and we went there to get my mind off of it.
My monkey
And we gambled for a few
an
hours.
AC of 22.
We left, and that's the last I saw of him.
I rolled well.
Cool. Well,
And you don't think he could have just been drunk and stumbled off somewhere? And
that may
He
do.
might have, but I haven't seen him for 2 days.
We'll find him.
It was
more
some
money to be made with him alive.
hardcore carousing. Pretty wasted.
Yeah.
What time is it outside right now?
It's dark outside. It's
I can see.
it's probably
I mean, what?
10 o'clock.
Plus 1 AC.
What? I'm not a shroud, guys.
No.
Lizard glasses on.
You're like, okay, I can see again.
So it's late.
Tonight.
We have a man to find tomorrow.
Durnan has offered all of you rooms for the week for free.
Where's Yagra at? What's happening with her?
She's with you.
It's late. We have.
I will not require a room, sir. If I may just sit here at one of your tables overnight, that would do.
If you have a USB port,
Yeah, I need a charging station,
USB-C?
though.
It's Euro charging here, so sorry.
You need a
The
converter.
rest of the campaign,
He's got the Everon plug, and this is.
Does the room come with
favorite-
a winch?
This is
this
the
doesn't go
favorite
together.
plug here.
Does the room come with any winches?
This plug is up and down, this side to side.
Any wenches?
Unfortunately, we don't partake in anything like that. You'd have to go to the Skewered Dragon to find something like that.
Skewered dragon.
If you want
no pun
something
intended.
to keep you warm for the night, I can grab
They
that
got-
troll I just threw down the hole.
You got a.
You know what they say, you gotta pay the troll toll.
They got what?
If you want to get in this hole.
Is that the whole shit there?
I don't think I've drank enough ale for that yet.
Yeah, Durnan is just Frank Reynolds.
We have a long night. Let's get some sleep. I have to find myself some people to help me as a nobleman should not be doing his own dirty work. Let's get some sleep. Let's get tomorrow, gather together, and we'll get.
Where's
We'll get
Yagra
started.
doing?
As we
What's she doing? Really
Yagra
trying.
stopped off at the room just in front of where you guys are at. And that was the last that you saw of her.
Okay.
You saw as Durnan sat her down on the table, and she was kind of binding the wounds that the troll did, pouring a little bit of alcohol on it. Looked to be disinfecting the
So
the
she works
wounds
here, or what?
as best she could.
She working?
Durnan looks back. No?
Sir, I'll take your finest cardboard box.
Okay, Charlie.
Gonna run out of cat jokes pretty soon.
We've got tomato carts in the back.
Perfect.
That would suffice.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm infatuated with this magical laser, and whenever we find it, I'm just gonna go sit in the chest that it came in.
So what would you all like to do? Would you like to turn in for the night? Is there anything else that you would like to accomplish before striking off?
Well, we've already been ordered to go get rest.
I'm going to, but not because he told me to.
Yeah, no, I'm just
Because
gonna
I
go get
want
rest.
to.
I'm playing.
I'm just gonna sit down. I kind of pull the power down a little bit, but I'm aware of all my strategies.
You go straight up C3PO low power mode.
Yeah, so I want to be watching the surroundings, just kind of viewing kind of the humanity of everything going on. I know it's overnight, so there's probably not a whole lot of stuff going on, but
Yep.
I'm gonna retire to my room and meditate for the 4 hours.
Same.
Stupid.
Then I will come back down and I'm going to paint a picture of our party slaying a kobold.
All
Just
six of us
just all-
beating up on this little dragon.
little tiny dragon,
Fuck this
man.
dude.
Painting.
You're just fucking waffle stomping this kobold into the dirt. All of you.
all jacked, and then
the
we spit on it
kobold
after we
has
beat it
just
up.
a giant dick.
Give me a performance check.
I guess I need to send you that
Let's see
video.
how big
too,
this
Kevin.
kobold dick is.
That's a 4.
Kobold's got a huge dick.
The
though.
Hard. That's a 4 hard.
The dick's not as big as you'd hoped it would be. It's got a real giant pair of testicles, though. And you guys, you're all kind of like caricature faces. So, like, super exaggerated poses, you know.
You guys can't see my face.
You've
though,
got
so.
giant sunglasses over here.
Lizard eyes sunglasses.
When I finish,
I'm mysterious. And
When I
also
The
finish-
naked cat has about 3 times as many folds.
when I finish, and I want to take a full
Just wrinkles.
4 hours on this painting. I want to really try as hard as I can.
All of it.
I want to hand it to the barkeep and say, for the bar, to remember the heroes that saved you from the troll.
He takes one look at it and he's like, kind of looks and then looks up at you and it. Oh, you tried Very, very hard. This was very good. Very good. In a little bit of a patronizing voice. I bet those other adventurers are proud to have you with them.
Put this right on the ice chest.
Yep. Right in the middle of the refrigerator.
There you go, big boy.
Such a big boy.
Thank you, sir.
How busy is this bar at night?
Yeah.
So by now, like it was probably 10 o'clock when you guys finished the fight. It's a solid weekday, so it's dying down pretty early, especially after the commotion happened with the creature. Durnan does kind of give you a little bit of a story of how the Yawning Portal came to be. A little bit of backstory on it. Basically, the bar itself was built over an entrance to the Undermountain. Occasionally, creatures like this do come up. Unfortunately, when they come up unexpectedly, they tend to chase off patrons for the evening.
Have you thought about putting a crate over said hole?
Tried. They burned it down.
Metal?
So, like, I'm just
Tried,
curious,
they melted
like, the
it.
logistics of, like, here's a bar, there's hell down there. So, like,
That's
yeah.
how I make me money.
Oops, all whole.
See the basket? And he points up to a basket, and there's like a basket and a winch. That's how we lower the adventurers down.
Seems like a cool side.
Are there any other
quest.
patrons in the bar, or is it just us?
Are you doing this before you've gone and retired for the evening, or in the morning when you wake up?
So, before I go to bed, I need to have a couple drinks.
Okay.
So, go back
You've
to
still got your
Or the night
your
terrors
task
keep
kind
them
of
up.
back.
yeah,
the
so
night terrors.
basically looking for somebody to just
He
shoot the shit
remembers
with before I
everybody
go to
he's
bed.
ever
Finish my
punched to death.
jug of
I'll
beer.
talk with you.
I show Blackthorn what it's like to get drunk.
Are you just in low-powered mode where you have like 3 scripted responses to no matter what?
Yes.
I'm just
No.
mumbling on and telling
Okay.
a bunch of stories, and he just
No,
kept
thank
saying,
Very interesting.
I used to be an adventurer like you, and then I took a troll claw to
You
the
don't
face.
say. Those are my 3.
It's like blindly listening
For
to
hours,
his
I
wife.
just chug and chug, and he just keeps saying the same thing over and over again.
We become friends.
I give
That's
way
how all
more than he
friendships
gives.
We are friends.
Just like that.
Initiating friend protocol.
It's all super
We
jerky
are
mode.
friends.
Just saying.
I'm working on programming a friendship.
That's in the next patch. The
Coming
devs
soon.
have talked about it. They haven't got the kinks worked
Are
out.
you allergic to cats too?
No.
Just all the animals love.
So yeah, I go to bed then.
Okay.
Or that's
Yeah, I want
basically
to
how the night for
Yeah.
fades away for us.
So the night passes without much incident. This is being in town, pretty well locked down. And
So I get my rest out of the way pretty early then.
you wake up in the morning, smell of cooked meats.
We wake up before
Eggs,
everybody else. 'Cause
potatoes.
I guess you never slept, so.
Well, I got most of my sleeping done when I was talking about
The whole time.
become friends. He is a very good friend.
I slept with my face on the bar.
He also
You
sleeps
just
like
peel
me.
your face back up.
He sleeps as I do. Powers down.
Low power mode.
The smell of fresh cooked meats, eggs, potatoes, a full spread awaits you. As anyone that was upstairs comes down. You see Durnan clearing off the table for all of you. Boys, breakfast on the house. Thanks again for everything that you did last night.
Can I eat too? Or is it just the boy?
Friend.
Of course, of course.
I'm generous.
More rations.
Those rags aren't very form-fitting. Couldn't tell, excuse me.
I'm very light, so, you know, hard to tell.
I can.
You're just a cat lady.
I heard it.
Just
Only
a bunch of
tabaxis.
rags. Yeah.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Anyone else that dies has to come back as a tabaxi so we can make his character a straight-up cat lady.
You gotta promise to feed us all.
Yeah, that's the deal.
They're not like dirty rags.
They'll lay down
Here's
your
a shopping
left.
I have fine clothes, thank
It's,
you.
it's
They're
gonna be
rich
like
and
it's gonna be like
colorful
Caleb from Critical
and
Role.
beautiful.
You just get dirtier and dirtier every
Fuck
episode.
it, guys.
We describe it.
No, I got prestidigitation. I'm clean.
Clean that
24/7.
shit every day.
Wake up in the morning, just like prestidigitation.
You're ready to start that laundromat business.
I told him he can get a miniature
Lay
and find
down.
enough to order masking tape to.
There you go. All right, so the morning awaits. What would you all like to do? Would you like to
Let's go to the
begin
Snake.
seeking out Floon and make your way to the Scooter Dragon Inn?
Yeah.
Friends.
Yeah, all right. Well, we'll set the scene a little bit.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
I just like roll right in. We're looking for Flume.
And
Scanning like
We have heard that Flume and friends
scanning the room like Terminator.
should be here.
So your merry band of adventurers travels through the dock ward as you come upon the aftermath of a bloody clash. As you turn the corner, you find yourselves on a street that has been cordoned off by the City Watch. Lying on the cobblestones are a half dozen corpses.
Oh, I forgot to. Sorry, I'm gonna interrupt. I forgot to say I used Find Familiar that morning.
Okay.
I got an owl with me.
You got an owl with you.
Yeah.
How big is that?
Hedwig?
Like a great horned owl, or like
Just like a barn owl.
a tiny?
Cool. Yeah,
Okay.
like Hedwig. Yeah.
Edward. Does it have a sweet cage?
No, it's just on my shoulder.
you roll.
He is.
Also, my eyes are shut and I'm looking through
Oh
my
yeah,
eyes.
yeah. Roll me some hit points.
Do I have to? I thought it was just the default stat block for that.
Hey, you could.
Or if
Sorry,
they have
it's
one.
more fun
We
when
had
the
to
owl
roll
has
for
one.
our hit points.
Give me those owl hit points. Is it D4 or D6?
It is a D4 minus 1.
Oh,
Shit,
it could
so
be
he
dead.
can come back dead. Oh, and it's dead.
Yeah,
I think the
undead
middle one's
owl.
1.
I think so. So it's at 1 hit point.
That's fine.
This sickly look. It tries to turn its head and it snaps.
It's at like 25, 1. It's at 33% health, so that's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. So lying on the cobblestones are a half dozen corpses that look eerily familiar. The group of individuals that you saw the night before.
Bummer.
Oh, your
Watch
friend.
officers have disarmed and arrested 3 blood-drenched humans that you didn't see the night before, and are in the midst of questioning witnesses. One of the officers sees you all. All right, clear off. Nothing left to see here.
Wait, sir. How do I know you're a city official? Like, do you have some sort of certification, or
Pulls up his arm and reveals a tattoo of the City
I
Watch.
study it really well?
Real well.
Yeah, okay.
We're looking for Flume and friends.
As you pull out your tattooist kit and start tracing it on
Hey
your
man,
arm.
I can forge things. I can forge
We've
a
been
tattoo
hired?
if I need to. Use minor illusion on my arm. Me too.
Do you have any
What's
knowledge
going on here?
of the whereabouts of Flume and friends?
It's fluid.
Flume.
These humans. I just got transferred over here. I'm not familiar with this Floon individual that you speak of. Is he a shopkeep?
He was in there.
In there,
friend.
in the Scooter Dragon.
He
At least not the first time.
kind of had nice clothes. He was reddish blonde, strawberry blonde.
It's not one of these lot, then.
Well, cool. He might still be alive then. Why are they dead? What happened? I don't even know what's going on.
Well, see, unfortunately, there's 2 rival
one.
gangs angling for control over this area. See, the Zentarum have started some bloodshed recently with the Xanatar Guild. Just over turf, pretty much.
Turf
Cool,
wars.
cool. What are they all about? What's
Opium.
I couldn't tell you too much, but and just in general, the Zentarum are your basic run-of-the-mill thieves guild. Most of the back alley deals they have their hands in. The Zents, it's a little bit different. They're more of a spy network, so they overlap just enough.
You feel that,
They
bro?
can-
Yeah, Spy Network. I feel you. That's literally what it looked like. So you're like, they're more of a spy network. It's like, yeah,
What did it look like?
I
Describe
feel
it.
them.
Describe it to our listeners. What did it look like?
Yeah, that's how you warm up. You went all Matthew McConaughey on us.
The reconnaissance.
So you see, as about a dozen
Lincoln
guards
now.
of the City Watch have arrested these 3 bandits. They're questioning witnesses. The survivors of the skirmish, they've been stripped of their weapons and they're forced to kneel with their hands on their heads. There's 3 loyal Zent agents that you see, unarmed.
You.
covered in blood.
Where's Floon?
And friends.
So they're
And friends.
they're a fair ways away from you, not facing. And one of them tries to turn around, and one of the guards just like clubs him in the back of the head when he tries to turn around and drops him.
Wow. It's hardcore.
They've got the area pretty well quarantined off, or cordoned off.
I use my owl to fly over and just scope it out.
Give me a perception check.
Based on me or the owl?
The owl.
Fuck, I gotta pull up that stat block. I'm gonna be using this owl for a while. I don't know why I didn't print it out.
I'm going to remind the officer that he is violating the code legal for assaulting a citizen.
The owls have advantage on perception checks.
They do?
Just want to throw that out there.
Yes.
So that he's aware of what his actions.
So the guard turns around to you and smiles, and he opens up his
4
mouth,
and 4.
and he's got like his 2 front teeth missing.
8.
And he's like, "Keep it up if you want to look like me." 8.
Mm-hmm.
So your owl flies around. Does he have a name? He, she.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Maybe in the story, but I haven't come up with it
Okay.
outside of the game yet.
Owlie flies around and kind of tries to survey the scene a little bit, and it really doesn't yield any additional information over what you've already seen.
Sir, I'll talk to the officer.
Bootlicker, but go on.
Sir, I'm working with House Agundar, and they requested that I speak with one of your prisoners. Do you mind if I just take a couple of minutes to just ask a couple of questions?
Give me a deception check.
Do you have some sort of
Deception?
pedigree? Do you have some sort of
What was the name that you gave?
Agundar.
House Agundar. Is that the?
It's one of the noble houses of Waterdeep.
You got some paperwork for that? Ask it as a
really?
friend.
It is.
You look this up. Okay, give me a deception check with advantage.
Okay.
I'm just blindly trusting this nonsense.
Roll again.
You get 2 of them.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
Oh,
19.
yeah. I don't think he has a plus 10 modifier. So
There you go. Just in case you're wondering.
what?
Here's my papers.
Oh,
Does
he's,
he have, is
he's
that
back there, Mr. Googling.
is that like your paperwork?
Well, I'd already,
just like
I'd already,
You've just forged
quickly
these documents
scrolled.
up.
no,
Quickly
Bam.
scroll
but
with like a
I've
piece
already
of
looked
scotch
this
tape
up
on it.
before, but also, I'm just
One of them turns around.
to that
Oh yeah,
right there.
yeah. One of them turns around, kind of whispers to the other one. All right, make it quick.
So I'd like to bring forward the one that had looked.
They'll
around.
bring him over to the edge where you are.
Sure. Okay.
He is gagged and bound.
He cannot speak.
Guards,
Yum.
guards, could you free his mouth for a quick conversation?
That is a good strategy.
One of them drops the gag from around his mouth, and he just spits up blood.
Okay.
Holding it in.
Close to death.
I look to. Sorry, Andrew. What's your name?
Lily.
Lalele. Lalele, you said something earlier that caught this man's attention. Do you remember what it was?
What did I say earlier?
I yelled out about where Floon and friends
Oh, you seem to remember the name Floon. What is it about Floon that you remember? We're looking to help him.
and his friends.
You watch as one of the guards takes his baton and holds it to the back of his neck. All right, no funny business. Answer their question, and we're done. And his neck is just careened up to the top. What does he look like?
Redhead.
Red
Dressing
blonde, wearing some nice clothes, handsome. Question mark.
He was really humored.
Yeah, that's it.
He's very inebriated.
He just ekes out. What you described sounds like Raynar.
Sounds like all white people.
Raynar. Can you tell us a little bit about
So we tried to ambush. We don't know anything other than his description, though.
why were
We
you,
weren't told anything.
How do you spell Raynar?
It's a
Like
fantastic
radar,
question.
but with an extra.
Are you literate? Is I guess what I'm asking.
R-A-Y-N-A-R.
It's R-A-E-N-A-R, I think.
Cool, that works for me. Phonetic, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, R-E-N-A-E-R.
Whatever.
Renar.
Renair. It's Renar now. Shit's canon.
What just happened? You asked him?
It's always been Renard.
Two more questions for you. Who hired you? And why?
Hired. See this tattoo? And he just points up to the side there, right by his eye, and there's a Z.
I use my criminal brain to just completely remember that perfectly.
I'm Zent.
Oh, good to meet you, Zen.
Just kind of looks confused.
And why?
I am Black.
What's your business? What's your business with Raynar?
We were told to get him.
Any idea
That's all
why?
we need.
Any idea why?
And at that point, the
I'm
guard
guessing
pulls
it's
it back.
away.
All right, enough. These are off to Castle Waterdeep to face judgment.
The House of Gundar thanks you, good officer.
One of them kind of hangs back.
Again,
Hey,
let me see that paperwork,
can
please.
you put out a good word for me?
Of course, the next time I visit with the good Lord of Gundar.
Thanks.
Can
Smiles.
I have your name?
Yeah, Francis Galloway.
Wow, I once knew a goblin by that name.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Huh. It's funny how that would come up.
Well, be on your way. You seem like a great officer of the law here in Waterdeep. I'll remember you fondly, and I'll look for you later, because I know you'll be up for big things.
It's good to hear.
Put a good word in for you. The house of
He
Gundar.
kind of trots off.
Who from a Gundar do you know?
Oh, the Lord of Gundar.
What's his name?
Wow. Wow, way to be generic. Who do you know from St. Louis? Oh, the good Lord's Louis.
Mr. St. Louis.
Mr. St. Louis, obviously.
The St. Louis? You guys haven't heard?
Yeah, I live there. I've never heard of that guy.
Okay, guys, give me 5 minutes to Google, and I'll
All right, let's pause the stream while we look up every bit of lore about this. All right, so as you see these individuals get hauled away, in front of you, you see a few different businesses.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Are we in Chinatown?
Obviously, based on what you've seen, the dock ward is pretty unsafe. Tall, densely packed tenements leave most of the neighborhood in shadow at ground level. Most of the street lamps have their glass smashed, and their candles are stolen. The smells of the salt air and excrement linger as you pass through rows of rundown houses.
Excrement. Damn. Why is it gotta be excrement?
On the corner of Zastro Street and Phillip Lane is a shop with a peculiar window display. It stands out from the others. It has a deep purple facade, and in its windows hangs a stuffed beholder. Above the door hangs a sign whose elaborate letters spell out Old Zablob Shop. Across the street, you also see the Skewered Dragon Inn and a building that says Candle Lane.
Candling?
Candle Lane.
Candle Lane. Spooky.
No, like five.
Like-
Ironically enough,
brewery
all
lane?
of the street lamps have been smashed around Candle Lane, and all the candles have been stolen.
Sounds like
like a
somebody can
prank.
see in the dark.
Or irony.
Somebody is a real fucking sick prankster, apparently.
That is very disturbing to you.
There's a criminal Ernest Hemingway somewhere around here with a flair for irony.
Somebody's stealing all the damn candles.
Should we talk to...
They don't even bother putting them up anymore.
should, we
The
talk,
sons of bitches steal them every night.
should, we
Every
talk,
night.
should we talk to somebody in the skewer dragon
Break
Inn?
the glass. I can just hear you as a maintenance person. Again? Again?
We should name the street something else.
They still sign and put the old one back
zero
up.
candles, and then they just put a bunch there.
It's just full. That's the brightest street in the city.
I know that our search for our friend Raynar Floon is very important. However, a noble like myself should not be traveling around without protection, and while I trust all of you, I just want to make sure that I have someone who is looking out for number one. So, if you don't mind, I'll leave you for a second, and I'll be back. I'll meet you back at this inn.
Thanks for sticking around, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Join us next week as we continue to follow along with the adventures of the Split Lute Trading Company.